I want to get to the PJ's pick. I'm going to share a video with you guys. And then this link will be in the show notes. I'll put it on YouTube. My pick of the week is the game called Racoon Lagoon. And I've talked to you two both about it just because it's kind of, with Animal Crossing out now on Nintendo Switch, it's kind of a big deal. This game is pretty much Animal Crossing in VR. And I've got like 20 some hours on Animal Crossing on Switch. And this game's actually on sale with another game, so it's like buy one, get one almost right now. So I just thought I'd bring it up because I dig Animal Crossing. It's a slower paced game, so I play it when best watching stuff. I don't want to focus on 100%. But Racoon Lagoon actually, I really prefer it. It's if you like that kind of game at all, I think you would really dig this. So if you two guys, feel free to click that video and kind of watch it and ask me stuff while I ramble on.
Soft wood. I just saw you pick that up.
So in the game, you start out on this island. I don't know exactly if you're some kind of deity or if you're just like, because it's kind of like, makes me think of like Mount Olympus, and you're kind of dressed like a god type of thing.
Yeah, when I watched the trailer, I think last week when we were talking about it, the first like person you see, which I guess is somebody's avatar if you were playing multiplayer or something. I don't know if that's a thing.
Yep.
It just looked like a Buddhist monk with no legs, like the bottom of his toga just kind of wisped off into nothing. I was like,
yeah,
immediately turned off. But
oh, well, the funny thing is, because one of the first questions everyone seems to ask are like, why is the height weird on this? But you're kind of right. They have your midsection. You're kind of wearing a toga, but you're almost like a very short person. But they said they did that because they thought most people didn't want to bend over to pick up objects because you're picking up a lot of stuff off the ground. So they just kind of scaled you down. So you're the short, godlike deity on an island that apparently long ago had some kind of civilization. So your first day, you see that the ship's out on the ocean. It looks like it's on fire and going to crash. So you light a beacon and try and help them find the beach because it's like storming out. And this game is set, you play a day, and then once it hits night, I think it might rain every night. It's kind of weird. And then the day just ends, and then the game kind of pauses, and then you come back to right where you were the next day. So the second day, you find all these little animals everywhere, and they're all kind of doing their own thing. And that's when you start gathering stuff because they each kind of tell you what they're looking for, and you can help them. And there's crafting, and there's mining, and chopping trees down, and it's a lot like the Animal Crossing stuff, but it's so nice to chop trees and like mine with your actual arms and just do the actions. I don't know what, it's just kind of satisfying. As satisfying as it is in a normal like flat game or whatever, it's way more satisfying in VR.
Oh, what I'm learning from, you said flat game again, we go back to the PSO2. It's like you can put any layer of anything in the game if you just make it a bunch of button presses that just like prompts and pop-ups and without anything in it. So you run around in a game and just tap something, and something, you tap a tree and something falls out and you pick it up. It's nice to see it like moving around with your hands. It's something I think I mentioned it in an earlier episode when everyone does the look at your hands in the VR thing the first time too, but it's something neat that's just like, I don't have to like involve my entire consciousness in a game to put a thing in a bucket in a corner or something stupid. You just like drop it. That's weird. It's a weird switch to go to.
Yeah, and the cool thing is, so there's like trees and there's different fruits, and you literally grab the tree with your hands and you shake it and the fruit will fall. But if you chop the tree down, you actually have to, depending on if you want wood or different, you actually have to like chop it in certain sizes to get like you can get wood or like sticks to craft things. So depending on how big you chop it, it actually turns into that thing. So it's kind of really intuitive. But then there's fishing where you actually like do the motions and you take the fish off the line. It's just really cool. And what I really like, so when you help these certain animals will build shops if you gather the right stuff for them. And the houses are just miniature. and you go in this tiny little door, and then you're in the building, and it's a smaller building, but it's just the coolest thing. The scale. I love scale in VR because when like I've played the Rick and Morty game, and at one point you end up in this globe on his like desktop, and you see the whole world that you were just in outside of this globe, and it's just freaking amazing. It blew my mind. But I love big stuff, small stuff. It's just neat.
I lost half what you're saying there because the video's going, and you just started hacking away at a raccoon with a pickaxe.
Yeah, so I opened up the mine, and there's this one spot in the mine that's just really blue and glowy, and the video does no justice to any VR game, but especially really cool scenes. This one cave in the mine, you walk into it, and it's just like when you go to a dark aquarium with like jellyfish, and there's just different lighting. It's just it has that same feeling. I'm like, oh my god, that's awesome. But anyway, you hear this really playful noise, and then these raccoons come at you, and if you don't hit them, they steal your shit out from your backpack. So that's why you see me like, I'm like pointing my finger at him and shaking my fist at him and shit. Anyway, I really dig this game. Like, it's been out for a year, and I saw it. I'm like, that looks pretty cool, but it kind of looked a little kiddie, and I'm like, yeah. But I'm so glad I grabbed it because, like, when I'm at work, I'm like, I want to go home and play that game.
So it's not the real Animal Crossing. It's not PSO2. No. It's not all this other stuff. It's Racoon Lagoon is the one that's making you think about it at work.
Yes.
That's fucked up.
It was PSO, but then I played this. I'm like, it's just so relaxing, and I don't know. There's just something about it. So I tried to find out without spoiling anything because I was taking my time. I was trying to find like game length because in VR sometimes things seem short, and sometimes that's okay, sometimes it's not. So all I could find on this game is the devs said they had someone do a speed run, and they got through the game in like 6 hours on a speed run. And they said you could double that if you're taking your time and just enjoying it. So it's like a 10 to 12 hour game. I've actually, for whatever reason, they don't have cloud saves enabled for the game. So it's, again, a game that's cross-buy and cross-play. So you buy it on Quest, you get it on Rift, blah, blah, blah. But I had to start a new game over on each system, and I didn't even care. The other cool thing is they do have multiplayer. They have co-op where one other person can visit your island or you can visit theirs. And say if I visit Wookiee's island and I chop down a tree, the wood I get for him, I get to take back with me too, where a lot of games you're only playing for the host room, if that makes sense.
So while you're gathering stuff, you kind of almost double your inventory, like you share it with the person and you get the same amount.
Yep.
Oh, the kitty wants fish.
I don't know if you guys have the volume up. You can say anything at any time, Lily. It's fine. But you can pick all the animals up, and I was petting the cat, and he starts purring. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. And I like pick him up and pet him. Then I gave him a fish. But I like that game way more than I thought it would, so that's always nice. Nice to find.
That doesn't surprise me because you really liked Minecraft because it was super. I mean, we used to play that for like 18 hours a day because it was super relaxing and it was, not the same old
thing. Way after you guys played it together, which I missed out on. I tried to play with PJ when it came to the PC. Were we in VR doing that, or was it?
We were in VR.
Fucking putting me to sleep. Like I'm sitting there, like eyes half open and like head nodding. I'm like, this sky doesn't match this landscape. It's weird. And I'm just fighting to stay awake. Like,
yeah,
all those things, like cats and little kids and shit, just falling asleep in their soup. Like I'm just like, ugh.
You're like, what are we supposed to be doing? I'm like, let's go mining. You're like, this is boring.
Like I'm the first person who loves to mine stuff in games like that. Like I think it's fucking neat. But that one, I'm just like,
You don't understand the thrill of finding gold in the mine and then
Or
waiting one more
diamonds.
time and lava pouring in and killing you and losing your loot.
We've totally done that a few times.
Mhm.
That is kind of funny.
Or you turn around and there's a fucking boomer there and he blows up and scares the shit out of you. That's
Oh my
outside of
God.
VR. Inside is even worse.
Yeah, inside when you turn around and something that would have freaked you out, you just see their fucking mouth texture. Like you scream like Lando Calrissian when the fucking Sarlacc thing grabs his leg with its tentacle. Like,
Exactly like that.
spooky.
You gotta love a good
Yeah,
boomer,
there'll
though.
be links to the video with and without commentary. Well, just by watching that video, what do you guys think?
I think it's adorable. I'd get it. I don't know what the end game is, but
There's a farmer. I don't remember if it was like a squirrel type of thing. They all have their own voices, but they don't talk. They just make noises. And the squirrel thing that is a farmer just sounds like a hillbilly. Like, if you had the volume up and when you pet these guys, they kind of like make their noises and stuff. Or if they want something, it's kind of hilarious. But it is pretty adorable, and that's just weird saying. I was playing the first time I played was on Quest with no headphones, and the sound was amazing, like the thunderstorm and the rain, which normally on the Quest, like I wear headphones to get, the higher fidelity, but it wasn't needed. And it was funny because the first day I played it, I was trying to just learn some stuff about it. And when we went to bed, I said, I'm going to play this game. You want me to stand up or can I just sit in bed and do it? She's like, you can sit in bed. So I'm sitting there with my Quest on, just scooting around the ground, and I start like chopping trees down and stuff. And after a while, I kind of I didn't lift my headset up. I double tapped it because they update it. If you double tap it, you come right into shit. What's the term for it when you see the real world?
Oh, like the outside camera?
I can't remember the term of it, but it is so cool. You double tap it, and the cameras kick in. You double tap it, and you go back into VR. It's so nice. So I did that. I'm like, am I shaking the whole fucking bed when I'm doing this? And she was trying to read a book. She's like, yeah. It's funny. Anyway. I can't remember. I think it's on sale at the end of the week and you get Synth Riders with it, which is a really good workout game. But I can't recommend it enough if you like that game type, especially on sale.
what was the farming game on Nintendo we used to all play?
Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
What was it?
It's like a cross of Harvest Moon and Animal Crossing.
Do love those are
Oh.
like my two favorite games. So
Yeah. And there's cross play, so if you have a quest and one person has a rift, you can still play together. It's pretty sweet.
and hey, if you can't find a Nintendo Switch right now to play Animal Crossing, is there lava
Did you just
fish?
get that today?
Did I just see lava
Yes.
fish? Fuck yeah.
You have to upgrade all your equipment, and I'm assuming like fishing and lava will require the last fishing pole upgrade, but
Nice.
I'm only like 1 hour in, so I have no idea.
This used to be productive farmland. Maybe it can be again. These fields have gone unplanted for a long time. The soil here is good. The nymphs should be able to plant lots of food.